Good morning, friends, and welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny, and we live and garden here in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7. Today is really going to be a hot and steamy day. We're headed for a high above 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and the humidity is way up there too. So I'm trying to get some of my work done in the shade in the morning so that I can rest and relax inside in the cool air in the afternoon. Today's project is to get some of my bedding annuals into the ground, transfer out the spring ones and put in the summer ones, and just really beautify that front walk area out front. So come with me and let's take advantage of the cool part of the day to get these bedding plants into the ground. My color scheme for all of my annuals this year is purple and white, of course with green foliage. And the first one I'm going to be putting in is this Cadet Upright Purple Verbena. This is a plant that was marketed and sold by Monrovia. I got it at Lowe's. I have 8 of them, and I'm going to be laying these out in the front foundation bed at the point of the front walk garden. So I'm going to be mixing this with this. These are 8 of Proven Winners Sparkling Amethyst Superbena. I think these two together are going to be a fantastic combination, and both of these are annuals. They're not going to live through our winter. They both want to be spaced about a foot apart, maybe 10 inches apart, and then they will spread out a lot further than that and intermingle with each other and just make this mass of purple. And let's see, those are kind of a magenta purple, and these are more of a lavender and white and darker purple mass of blooms all together, and I think it's just going to be spectacular. So let's get to it. This is the area where the new Verbena annuals are going to be going. Now, these are violas. I planted these last fall. They lived in this space all through the winter. They didn't really do much over the winter, but then the spring hit and bam, they came alive. And each of these viola plants is just gorgeous, huge and lush. It is performing, and they're beautiful. And I feel really bad about pulling these out today, but I know these plants will not survive very long in 95-degree weather. And so, as much as I love them, it is time to change them over. You might notice I also have hyacinth foliage in here that's definitely ready to be cut down. I'm going to leave the hyacinths in the ground over the summer and hope that they will come back next spring and bloom beautifully again for us. Now, for the purpose of today, I'm going to take out the violas, then I'm going to plant the verbenas, and then I'm going to take out the foliage, just cut it off at ground level, of the hyacinths. And that way, when I'm planting the verbena, I know where the hyacinths are and I won't accidentally get a hyacinth bulb in my digging. So that's the plan for today. I will be adding fresh mulch on top once I get everything situated and taken care of. So I'm not too worried about saving the mulch as it is right now. So I might do a little bit of weeding. Yeah, so that's the plan. Let's get to it. Step 1, take out the viola plants. These were from a small cell pack. I think I got 16 of them last fall, and I put 8. My numbers might be off. Anyway, these grew really well over the winter, but now it's time for them to go. Make sure I get all those roots out of there. And then I'm laying these out kind of every other color, trying to, like, I don't know, mix them up so that no clumps of each kind are there. And then I decided to use my Power Planter auger. This is the 3-inch auger on a 12-inch length, I believe. And so I auged the holes, and then I put in some Flower Tone fertilizer. I happen to be out of Biotone starter fertilizer right now, but Flower Tone will do just fine. And then tuck those plants right down in there. The Power Planter, I did encounter some rocks and a few roots from old trees that aren't there anymore, so it wasn't exactly smooth sailing on every hole, but it worked really well, and it does make the job go faster. I wish I didn't have so much rock and roots in my soil, though. It would make that tool a lot better to use. So I got all 8 of them planted in there, and now it's time to go through and mark where the hyacinth leaves are. Now I'm using some 12-inch skewers. Are they 12? Maybe they're 15-inch skewers made out of bamboo, and I'm being careful not to puncture any of the bulbs themselves. But I'm putting the bamboo stake down beside where the hyacinths are, and then I'm trimming it off so that it's about 2 inches above ground, and then I'm pulling out the hyacinth leaves. And that way I can have an idea of where my hyacinths are next time I need to plant something in this area. Of course, all 8 of these plants need to be thoroughly watered in to make sure that they're going to be able to withstand the hot weather that's coming our way over the next couple of days. I will be putting drip irrigation into this area very soon, but not while it's 95 degrees outside. I'm going to wait till the weather gets back down into the 80s. So for now, it's hand watering. In all the places where there used to be hyacinth foliage, I've put in a bamboo stake. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to be able to always know where those hyacinth bulbs are until the time I take them out eventually. But the golf tees that I used last fall, they got dug up by squirrels, and also frost heave pulled them up. And so now by putting the stakes, bamboo stakes, down about 6 or 8 inches into the soil and leaving only like 1 or 2 inches above the soil, I think now, first of all, they're less conspicuous than the golf tees were. And second, I think that they won't be subject to frost heave or squirrels digging them up because they're all way down in there. And so also bamboo is a really slow to rot wood, and so I think they'll last at least a season, if not more. So yeah, what I'd love is for the bamboo to last through this summer, through the fall, through the winter, at least until next spring when the bulbs return. At which point, if the bamboo has rotted by then, it's okay because I can replace it. But I'd like to know when I'm putting in my fall plantings here, I'd like to know where those bulbs are. Well, friends, I didn't make it getting this job done before the sun hit the beds, but I did get the job done before the worst of the heat of the day hit us. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm already fatigued and dripping, and you know, it might be the end of my gardening day today. I'm looking forward to having these beds fill in with those verbena. I can't wait to see how they mix together and mingle. As far as care is concerned, I will be running drip irrigation to these within the week. I'm just going to wait till a cooler day before I try to get out here and work on drip irrigation. In the meantime, I'll water them probably every day just to make sure that they don't wither away in this heat that we're having. I will be putting mulch on top of them as well, but I'm going to wait for that until after the drip is laid as well, so that I don't have to do the mulch cleanup after the drip goes in. That's my project for the day. I hope you're enjoying a wonderful day wherever you are. I hope your garden is rewarding you with beautiful flowers and blooms, and I hope that you have a great time. I'll see you again in another video real soon, friends. Take care. Bye-bye. Quick update, this is what the plants look like 2 days later after a couple of warm days, lots of water. They're still settling in, they'll still be working on their root systems, but they'll be flushing out pretty soon, looking spectacular.